Good morning, everyone. So, can you see my screen, everyone? Can you hear me? Am I audible?
So
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So, still people are joining. So, let's wait for 1 more minute and we'll start the session today. Yeah, let's get started. Anyways, so it's already 7:03, right? Let's get started. Yeah, fine. So, today's agenda. So, this is introduction to DevOps today, first session. So, this is English batch. Yeah, so I'm dealing multiple batches. Okay, so 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Right. So this is a complete English batch. Sometimes we conduct Telugu batches also. Yeah, fine. So DevOps with AWS Master Program. Okay, so DevOps will go through all the core tools very in depth, and AWS. So nearly 45 services we're going to cover in the course. So this is a master program, right? So complete AWS, complete DevOps. Okay. So along with this, Azure and GCP also free. Fine. Yeah. So before going to the session, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ram. I'm having 16 plus years of experience in IT. Last 6.5 years, I'm in teaching. So my skill sets are Java, Windows, Linux, DevOps, AWS, Azure, and GCP. Right. So these are my skill sets. So I'm working as a senior architect with one of the MNC company. I'm handling multiple projects. Fine. Yeah. Let's get started. So today's agenda here is, yeah. So what are the prerequisites to join DevOps with AWS? Okay. So here, by mistake, we added like this. Okay. So who can join this course? Who can join this course? Course information and instructions to attend this course. What are the instructions we need to follow? And what is DevOps? Why the project teams are currently looking for DevOps tools? What is automation? So we'll see that. And what is automation? So why automation? So we'll discuss about this, and why the project teams are looking for DevOps and cloud platforms, and what is the role and responsibilities of DevOps engineering real-time projects. So these are all we are going through one by one. These are all very important. So today we are going through all these things. Yeah. So what are the prerequisites to join DevOps with AWS? Okay. So here, just a minute, please. Still people are joining. Yeah. Fine. So to join this course, what are the prerequisites? Here. So here, if you want to learn DevOps and cloud, DevOps with AWS, we don't require any prerequisites. No prerequisites here to join DevOps with AWS. Okay. So here we required, so your time required 3 months. 3 months time you need to dedicate. You need to spend 3 months. Daily 2 to 3 hours. Daily 2 to 3 hours. So 1 hour you have to join live class, and 2 hours at least you need to practice daily basis. Right? So if you follow this, if you spend three months daily 2 to 3 hours, you can easily switch into the DevOps project, and you can easily cope up in the project, and you can easily crack your interview, any interview, right? So in our sessions, we have interview preparation sessions, FAQs I'll share with you, tips and tricks I'll share with you. How can we crack the interview? How can we present our skill sets? Okay. So what are the real-time challenges, real-time scenarios, right? So what are the tickets we get daily basis? All these things will be covered in our course. Okay. Yeah. So second one is your effort. So the yeah, in my previous batch, I observed few people, they're practicing in weekends only. So That is not good practice, right? So daily basis everyone should practice. Daily basis everyone should practice. Okay, so you have to attend the live class. So after that, so you'll get the recording session. You can go through the recording session, and you have to practice daily basis. If you spend 2 to 3 hours daily, you can easily switch into the DevOps and AWS project within 3 months. So in my previous batch, once complete the Jenkins in the middle of DevOps. Okay, so few people crack the interview, few people got the offers. Okay, yeah, so your effort is very very important here. So daily basis everyone should practice. So people are thinking like, so Monday to Friday I can attend the class, and Saturday Sunday I can practice. So that is not good practice, right? Yeah, so everyone should practice daily basis. And also your dedication, right? So live class should not miss the live class. If you miss the live class, so immediately you will get the recording. You can go through the recording. So due to some emergency, sometimes we will miss the live classes, right? So we need to go through the recording session. So you need to cope up for the next session, right? So don't miss the live class and don't miss the practice. So if you follow this within the 3 months, we can easily crack your you can easily crack your interview. You can easily switch into the DevOps projects. Okay. Yeah. And also, who can join this course? Who can learn this course? So freshers, 2022 pass outs, 2023 pass outs, 2024 pass outs, even 2021 pass outs also. So in my previous batch, so 2021 people also, yeah. So recently one guy cracked the interview. So in the last week only. Okay. So any freshers, they can learn easily DevOps with AWS. They can easily switch it to the DevOps project. So easily they can crack. You can crack your interviews. Okay. So in my previous batch, most of the people freshers only, and non-IT guys also. Okay. So already 50% of the people already cracked the interview. Fine. And also non-IT people. So if you have pharma background, if you have civil background, if you have mechanical background, if you have any other background, non-technical background, you can easily learn DevOps with AWS, and you can easily switch into the DevOps with AWS project. So our code starts from very scratch level, very basic level, right? So what is server? What is network? What is switch? What is IP address? What is gateway? What is router? So very scratch level our course will be started, and we'll move to a very advanced level, right? So all the sessions are very interactive sessions. So from basic level to advanced level, so we follow all the step by step. So in an easy manner, we can have the sessions, and everyone should yeah, interact with me. So these are the interacting, very interactive sessions. Okay, so I provide my number also. So while practicing, if you are facing any issues, if you are getting any, if you are getting any confusions, right, so you can definitely reach out to me. Fine. Yeah, so non-IT people also easily they can learn DevOps with AWS, and they can easily switch into the DevOps with AWS role, right? So in my batches, most of the people, freshers, non-IT guys, even IT guys also. For example, for the batch, 25 people are there, for example. Okay. So in which 15 members, 15 members, non-IT guys, freshers only. So remaining people, IT employees, developers, testers, right? Yeah. So non-IT guys also easily they can learn DevOps with AWS, and they can easily switch into DevOps with AWS project. And the people who have some career gap also can easily learn DevOps with AWS, so they can easily move into the project, right? So I prepare your resume, nothing to worry. So yeah, I have some career gap, I have gap. How can I fill my gap? How can I cope up in the project? How can I crack the interview? How can I get into the project? So these are all confusions, right? So I'll guide you how to get into the project. How can we crack the interview? How can we, yeah, so cope up in the project? So what are the challenges we face in real-time projects? Okay, what are the activities, daily activities, day-to-day activities? All these things will be covered, right? So I prepare your resume. So we have interview preparation sessions also, right? So you can easily switch into the DevOps role. Fine. And also IT employees, developers, testers, support engineers like admins or production support engineers. So yeah, anyone can easily learn DevOps with AWS, and anyone can easily switch into the DevOps with cloud role. Fine. Yeah. So course information. So this course is DevOps with AWS. So with this, we are going to cover Azure and GCP also. So those are free. And my name is Ram. I'm having 16 plus years of experience in IT. So course duration 3 months. So 3 months, Monday to Friday. Sometimes I'll cover weekends also. Sometimes I'll cover weekends also, Saturday, Sunday also, right? So daily Monday to Friday, 1 hour session, live session. So everyone should attend the live session. So after that you will get the recording and also documents, supporting documents. You will get the documents, so you can go through the recording and you can practice. Okay, sometimes Saturdays, Sundays also will be having weekend sessions. Okay. Yeah. So class duration 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. IST daily, and a class mode classroom online. So you can come down to classroom, or else you can attend online also, right? So your availability. Fine. Course material. For every topic, document will be provided. For every concept, I provide you document along with the recording. Okay. So class videos, backup videos will be provided 1 year access, right? So all the recordings we upload into the Google Classroom. So from Google Classroom can access that recordings. So 1 year access will provide you. So within 1 year, yeah, you can access. You can anytime you can access. You can connect. You can go through, right? Fine. So course fee, this is a 16K. Okay. So this is the course information. And so instructions to attend this course. Everyone required at least desktop or laptop is mandatory with 8 GB RAM. So some people are asking, can I use my mobile to attend the classes? Can I practice in mobile? So you can attend the session in mobile, but practice is not possible in mobile, right? So because in mobile, yeah, so the features, the application will not be supported for practice. Okay, that is why. So you required at least desktop or laptop is mandatory with 8 GB. Why I'm saying 8 GB? So because while connecting Kubernetes, while connecting AWS, while connecting Jenkins, so we'll get some performance issue. If you have 4 GB RAM, so minimum 8 GB is recommended. You can use 4 GB also, so that would be a bit slower. Okay, so better you can go with the 8 GB RAM. So you have to attend daily live class for 1 hour. So daily 2 to 3 hours practice is very important here. Okay. So I'll provide you weekly tasks, monthly tasks also. So every week I'll provide you tasks. Okay. So everyone complete the tasks. So I explain the task, I give you a task. Okay. So everyone complete the task daily, weekly basis. Sometimes in week, middle of the week also I give you tasks, real time tasks. So before giving, I explain the scenario, everything. Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. So before going to discuss about DevOps introduction, so anyone having any questions so far? So am I audible? Can you confirm one more time? So everyone, can you confirm? Am I audible?
Uh,
Yes, sir.
yes, Ram, it's loud and audible.
Fine. So any questions so far, anyone? So before going to DevOps introduction, so up to here, any questions, anyone? So this course information or yeah, so instructions to attend this course, and also yeah, who can join this course? If anyone having any non-IT background, any confusions you have, or freshers, so can I get the job if I join the course? Okay, or IT employees, the people who are switching their current role to DevOps role, like developers, testers, and support engineers. Okay, any production support engineers, admins. So any questions, anyone, you can open up now. So after we'll jump into DevOps introduction. Anyone having any questions?
Hello, Ram. My name is
Yeah,
Mahendra Prabhu, and I'm
yeah,
having 16 years of experience in IT. Currently,
right.
I'm doing IT support, actually, BAU support, actually.
Hmm.
Will this course suitable for me?
Yes. So in my previous batch, one guy, his name Kiran. So he's having 22 years experience. So he was working with one of the MNC company. So as a mainframes admin, mainframes engineer. Okay. So recently learned the DevOps with AWS. So recently switched into one of the MNC company. So with a very good package also, right? So how can you, yeah. So if you have 16 years, 20 years, nothing to worry. So I'll guide you. How can we crack the interview? how can you cope up in the projects. Okay, so nothing to worry. You can easily learn DevOps with AWS, and you can easily switch into the DevOps role.
Okay, Ram. Thanks for the support. Yeah, because job opportunity is main key for more experienced people, right? So that's why I just want to clarify with you.
Yes, yes, yeah. So I'll prepare your resume also. Everyone, I prepare your resume also, so you can easily switch into the DevOps role.
Okay, Ram.
Any
So
other question?
regarding the laptop, the second question regarding the laptop, right? Should we go with Windows OS or Mac OS? Which one would be more suitable for this
Anything is
DevOps
fine.
post?
Yeah, anything is fine, but Windows is better. In real-time projects, always use the Windows laptops only. Okay. So laptop side, we use the Windows laptop. Desktop server side, we always use the Linux. Okay. Laptop, Windows is better. You can use Mac also if you want to use. Better you can
Okay,
use
Ram.
Windows.
And okay, I support from 8 a.m. actually, and
Mhm.
on and off, I will not able to attend your class on daily basis. One or two classes I may skip in the 3 months duration course, so I
Okay.
can see
You
your
get the
videos
recordings.
and learn, right?
Yes, you'll get the recording. So if you miss any class, the same day or next day, you can go through the recording. So you can easily cope up.
Okay, Ram. Will you share your any contact number?
Provide,
Suppose
I'll
if
provide.
we have any.
I'll provide. Definitely I'll provide. Okay, wait for some time.
Okay, Ram.
Definitely, I provide my number, institute number, everything I'll provide. Okay, yeah.
Okay, Ram. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Any other questions, anyone? The people who are having some career gap or who are having some confusions. So if I learn DevOps with AWS, yeah, how it would be. So can I cope up in the projects or can I crack the interview? So any confusions, anyone?
Ram, I have one question. So I have
Yeah.
total 12 years of work experience in IT.
Okay.
So I also want to work in this AWS DevOps profile. So is it possible for me to use my past experience and show as a AWS DevOps engineer, or how much experience I can show, right, with your course after learning your course?
Right.
How much
Yeah.
experience I can show? Yeah.
Yeah. So once complete our course, minimum 3 years experience you can showcase in your resume. That level of training will be provided. Minimum 3 years experience. Last 3 years you can showcase a DevOps with AWS experience. I'll guide you. How can you prepare your resume? How can we break up your experience? Okay. So how can we highlight key highlights? How can we showcase in our resume? How can we add into Naukri, LinkedIn? So that also I'll explain. Okay. So yeah, definitely. So I'll guide you everyone. So you can showcase your last 3 to 4 years as a DevOps engineer. So remaining experience you can showcase your previous experience. Experience game I'm talking about. So freshers, no need to worry about. So how to prepare a fresher resume? I'll show you. I'll explain you. I'll review your resume completely. And non-IT guys also. So how can you fill your gaps and how can you prepare your resume? So I prepare your resume, everyone. Okay, you can easily, yeah, handle the interviews and you can easily move into the DevOps project. Sachin, is it clear to you, right?
Yes, Ram.
Any other
And
question?
about salary package, if I can ask on the top of current salary package, right?
Right, right,
Or it
yes.
will be completely new. Means,
Yeah, so salary packages, so whatever you ask, they are ready to give. Every company, they are ready to give any package, but we need to showcase our skill sets. Okay, so if you have 20 lakh package or 25 lakh package, on top of that, you'll get the 50%, 40% like that. So currently salaries are good in DevOps role for DevOps engineers. Okay. So one of my ex-colleague recently switched to the HSBC from one of the MNC company. So he got 42 lakh package. 42 lakh package is having 9+ years experience on nine years or 9.5 years. Okay. Salaries are very good. Salaries are whatever we ask, they're ready to give, but we need to showcase our skill sets. Okay.
One more question, Ram. So currently, I mean, what is the scope of this AWS and DevOps, considering AI in the
Hmm.
market, right? So a lot of automation and this we can get those scripts right available through AI. So what
Fine.
is the
Good
scope
question.
here?
Good
Yeah.
question. Yeah. So currently, developers, testers, admins, they are switching their current tool to DevOps role because of automation. What is automation, anyone? Anyone having idea? What is automation? We discussed about that. Automation is the manual activities, whatever we are doing currently, manual activities, code movement, code merging, code deployments, that we can do in automated way. By single click, we can deploy the n number of applications. By single click, we can move the code. We can merge the code, right? So automation is a number one choice currently. Every organization, they are implementing the automation by using DevOps tools. So okay, talking about AI. Okay, so by using AI, we can perform the activities currently as a DevOps engineer. That will not impact to DevOps engineers. So that is the added feature for the DevOps engineer. That I'll explain. So end of the session, I'll take some AI sessions also. Okay. End of the DevOps, I conduct some AI sessions also. How can we integrate AI with the DevOps? How can we cope up in the DevOps projects? Right? Clear, right?
Yes, Ram.
Yeah. Fine. Let's move to DevOps introduction. Okay. So I'm keeping on
Ram,
mute.
Mahendra Prabhu here. Do you provide any course completion certificate like that? Any certification will you provide after this course?
Yes, yes. We provide uh, one certificate, which is very important certificate from Harsha Trainings. Okay. So you can add into your resume that certificate. I have completed this course from Harsha Trainings. We provide you certificate. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine. So I give you time for asking questions. Yeah, I disable the unmute option. So I give you time for asking questions. Okay. Wait for some time. So I give you a time for asking questions. Okay. Let's move to the DevOps introduction. Fine. So what is DevOps? What is DevOps? If anyone asks you this question, what would be your answer? Right? Yeah, so people are, for example, if anyone asks you about this question, normally what we will say, DevOps market is very good. DevOps jobs are good. Job market is good, right? Yeah, so it is not a tool. DevOps is not a tool, right? It is a set of practices. DevOps is a set of practices that combines software development and IT operations. So combination of software development and IT operations, right? So we are in the middle as a DevOps engineer. We are in the middle, right? So we coordinate with the developers and also IT infrastructure team, right? So we are in middle. So developer develop the code. That code we deploy onto respective production servers. We work on some tickets. We work on some automation activities, right? So what is our role and responsibilities? Definitely, we'll discuss that. Okay. Yeah. So where the multiple tools are connected to each other to perform automation of all the activities. So DevOps is a set of practices. So combines software development and IT operations. So where the multiple tools like Git, Jenkins, Kubernetes, Docker, Ansible, where the multiple tools are connected to each other to perform automation of all the activities. So by using DevOps tools, what we will do, we automate the activities. Currently, whatever activities you are performing manually, those we can do in automated way by using the DevOps tools. And it's a continuous deployments, continuous integration, continuous testing, and continuous monitoring. What is deployment, what is integration, what is testing, what is monitoring, we will see in further slides. Okay, so deployments, code deployments, integrations, we can integrate all the tools, that we will see in further slides. Yeah, so let us go with the little bit history of DevOps. DevOps arena started in 2008. It is not a new process, right? It is not a new methodology. It is a very old methodology. It was started in 2008, but by the time we used to use very old tools like Puppet, right? Puppet is a automation tool. By using Puppet, we used to perform the activities. So currently, we are using very advanced tools like Jenkins, Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform, Ansible, right? Grafana, Prometheus. These are all very advanced tools currently we are using. By using the advanced tools, we are automating the activities. We are working on the automation activities, right? Yeah, so here we have two sections, developers and operations. So what is developer? What developer will do? So the developer develop the application. The people who are preparing the code, the people who are developing the application, the people who are so creating the application. So we can call it as developer, right? So developers always work on the coding part. They prepare the applications, they develop the application, right? So operations are nothing but so collection of all these servers, collection of all the infrastructure which are hosted in the data center. What is data center, anyone? Data center is a server room where we host all the infrastructure. These are the infrastructure team, these are the this is the development team. Okay, so here let us take small Java project here. Yeah, so if you want to start any project, if you want to start any yeah, Java project, so we required what we required here. So for very first thing we required servers, right? So if you want to start any project, if you want to work on any project, servers required here. So who build these servers? Admins build the servers. So when we talk about servers, we have development servers, UAT servers, pre-prod servers, and production servers. Different set of servers available in the market, right? In the projects, in the companies. Okay. So why we require this type of servers? Why we require this many set of servers? Development servers, UAT servers, pre-prod, production. So because once developer develop the code, so the development will be happened in the development servers. Once development is happened, once development is completed, testing should be happened, right? That is why UAT environment required. So after that, they move the code to pre-prod. So pre-prod means before going to production. So they check the application in the pre-prod, right? So finally, the application will move to production servers. So here admin prepare the servers, developer work on the development activity, right? Testers will test the code. So we are talking about development, right? So we are talking about testing. Fine. Yeah. So these are the three local desktops. Laptops or desktops. Okay. So developers, they develop the code in their local workspace, local system. It can be desktop or laptop or any system, right? Yeah. Once development is completed, they push the code to integrated servers like development servers, UAT servers, pre-prod servers, production servers, right? So these are the integrated. So in local system, local laptop or desktop, developer develop the code. The code should be moved to the servers, integrated servers, like development, UAT, pre-prod, production. These are the environments. These are the different environments. So for example, we have Flipkart application, right? So Flipkart application developed by some company. So before going to the production live application, they tested many times, so many times, right? So they move to UAT, RPA servers, they move to staging servers, they move to pre-prod servers. Finally, they deploy onto production. So once the application is deployed onto production, we can access through internet, right? See here. So developer develop the code in their local systems, right? And the testers test the code in their local desktops or laptops. So we will move the code from one environment to other environment. Here, DevOps engineers will move the code from one environment to other environment. So by using DevOps tools, we can move the code from one environment to other environment, from development to UAT or QA. So from QA to pre-prod, from pre-prod to production. So the code will be moved the stages like this. Okay, by using DevOps tools. So this is one of the DevOps engineer role, code movement. Okay, so we are talking about code movement, right? Yeah, so these are the DevOps tools. So here we have local Git. By using DevOps tools, how can we deploy the code? Let's try to understand. So this is a build and release process, CI/CD process. So which is very, very important. So every project team, they are using the CI/CD currently. CI/CD. What is CI/CD, anyone? Contest integration, contest deployment or delivery. Okay. Yeah. So developer develop the code in their local Git. Once development is completed, they push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub. So basically, what is Git? Git is a repository tool or version control tool. Git is a repository tool or version control. What is repository? where we store our data, where developer develop the code in data, right? Where the developer store the data. So which is a repository, right? So for example, it can be any data, Java code or Python code or any Scala, so whatever, right? So where the developer develop the code, right? Which is repository. Version control system. So yeah, this will track the changes. Version control system track the changes. For example, 5 developers are working on the same application. So one developer is working on front end UI. So second one working on back end API development. Third one he's working on database. Fourth one is working on some hot fixes. Fifth one is working on some plugins, patches, right? So who is doing what? Who is doing what? How can we track? So by using version control system. Version control system track the changes, right? So repository is nothing but where we store our data. Version control system is nothing but so the who is doing what. Multiple developers work on the multiple sprints in real-time projects. Developers are working on Agile methodology currently, right? Agile. Earlier we used to use waterfall methodology. What is waterfall? What is Agile? Anyone? Anyone having idea? What is waterfall? What is Agile? So waterfall is a sequential development, right? Agile is a parallel development. So currently every organization they're using Agile methodology. So parallel development, right? In parallel development, so we create sprints. Sprints. What is sprint? Anyone? What is sprint? Sprint is a timeline, right? So sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. So one application divided into bits and pieces. For example, developers are working on one application development. That application will be divided into bits and pieces. That bits and pieces you can call it as sprint, right? So sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. For example, one sprint started today. By next Monday EOD that should be completed. That is the 1 week sprint. So or else 1 month sprint. One 1 month sprint started today. By this month end that should be completed, right? Yeah. So in Agile methodology, we create the sprints. Sprint is a timeline that we will go deep dive while working on Git. Okay. Yeah. So now Git is a repository tool or version control tool. So in local Git, developer develop the code. Once development is completed, they push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub, right? Yeah. In this flow, we have next tool is Jenkins. Jenkins is the CI/CD tool. What is CI/CD? Continuous integration, continuous delivery, or deployment, right? So here, Jenkins is the mediator tool. In DevOps, we have multiple tools are there. All the tools are individual tools. One tool will not communicate other tool. Jenkins is the mediator tool. It will integrate all the tools, it will communicate all the tools by installing plugins. Jenkins is a mediator. It will integrate all the tools. So how can we integrate these tools with the Jenkins? By installing plugin. What is plugin? Plugin is a package, software package. For example, my code is here. My code is available in the GitHub. So I want to pull the code from GitHub to Jenkins. For which what we have to do? First of all, we need to integrate GitHub with the Jenkins. Once we integrate GitHub with the Jenkins, Jenkins start communicating with the GitHub, right? In Jenkins, what we will do? We prepare jobs. We trigger the job. Once we trigger the job, the code will be pulled from GitHub to Jenkins. Okay. So these tools are very simple, very easier, and so everyone should spend the time for practice. Very easy to learn these tools. Okay. We have to spend time. These are very interesting tools, automation tools. So Git and GitHub is the repository. Jenkins is the CI/CD tool. Okay. So in Jenkins, we prepare the jobs, we trigger the jobs. Once we trigger the job, the code will be pulled from GitHub to Jenkins. So whatever code we pull from GitHub to Jenkins, which is a raw code. Raw code means unstructured code, unformatted code. That raw code will not understand by application servers. That is why we require one more tool here, which is a Maven. So Maven is a build tool which generates artifacts. What is artifact? Artifact is a archive file. So Jenkins take the raw code from GitHub. So that raw code will be handed over to Maven. Maven convert into artifact as a single file, war file, jar file, ER file. That will push to the application server. We deploy the war file on application server. Right? Clear, right, everyone? Up to here. This is a CI/CD process. We can say build and release process also. So every organization they are using this currently, right? So developer develop the code. Once development is completed, they push the code to GitHub. So from GitHub, Jenkins pull the code, and the code is the raw code. That is why Jenkins push to Maven. So Maven convert into one war file or jar file, which is binary file. So that war file push to application server. Jenkins push that war file to application server. Here we deploy the war file. Clear it, everyone? Any questions up to here, everyone? Anyone having any questions up to here? Is it clear to you? The flow is clear to you, everyone? All in guys. This flow is clear, everyone. So this
Uh,
integrations,
Ra-
configuration,
uh,
practically we perform in our sessions. Yeah, go ahead, please. Yes.
Ram Mahendran speaking. This Maven Jenkins GitHub is a open source or it's a licensed one?
Yes. For practice, we can have open source. We can download. So freely without any licensing. In real-time projects, we use the licensing version. So here we use the community version. No need to buy any licenses here.
Okay, they have two kinds. One is community and another one is enterprise one. Enterprise, if you want to use in real-time project, we have to
Yes.
buy
We need to use the
license, is it?
licensing version. Yes. Yes. Correct.
Okay, Ram. Okay.
Hi Ram, I have one question here. So you said that code will be pulled from this local Git repository to the GitHub,
Hmm.
and then it will be handed over to this Maven tool for to create the build file, and then Apache Maven will hand over this build file to Jenkins, and it will be deployed to this application server, right?
Yes, yes. So Jenkins is a mediator. As we discussed, Jenkins is a mediator. Jenkins pull the code from GitHub to Jenkins. After that, so the code, whatever the code we pulled from GitHub to Jenkins, which is a raw code, unstructured code, unformatted code. So that raw code will not understand by application server, Tomcat server, or JBoss server, WebLogic server, WebSphere server. These are the application servers, right? So the raw code will not understand by application server. That is why we require one more tool, which is Maven. So Maven is a build tool which will generate artifacts like jar file, war file, ER file, Java archive file, web archive file, enterprise archive file. It will convert into one single file. It takes the raw code, convert it to single file. That single file push to the respective application server and we deploy onto respective application server. So for example, in your laptop, you have 100 PDF documents are there. I asked you to send those documents to me. What is the simplest way to send those documents to me? How can you send the documents? Anyone? You have 100 or 200 documents, PDF documents. I
We
asked you to
have to
send those.
archive. We have
Yes,
to make
exactly.
zip it or archive it and then send it over the email.
Exactly. So instead of attaching 100 documents to email, what you will do, you convert into GIF format, right? That GIF file you can attach to the email and send it across. So the same way, same functionality will work in Maven also. So Maven take the raw code and convert into single file. So give back to Jenkins. Jenkins push to application server. Here we deploy the war file or jar file or ER file, right? So this is the process in real-time projects. Every organization following currently. Every project team they are following currently. Clear it, everyone?
Ram, one question actually. The
Yeah.
unstructured code, right, resides in GitHub. You said, right, Jenkins push this unstructured code to Maven and it will compile or archive as a one war file and it will post to application server. But my
Exactly.
question, right? So GitHub will store unstructured code actually, but Maven also will store the same code unstructured plus archived. I mean the WAR file or JAR file. But then the space issue comes, right? Because I have a same code resides in two places. One is GitHub and Maven. Is that the case, or Maven will store just archive files? Can you
Maven is
do
not
you
a
understand
storage.
my?
Right? Maven is not
Okay.
a repository tool. Maven, what Maven will do? Maven convert into the format. So raw code to war file or jar file it will convert. Raw code to binary file will convert. It is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. Okay.
Build the tool. So this
Maven is
this
not a
this
yeah. Go ahead.
understand.
Yes.
So this build tool, right, gives some files, right? I mean, as output, as a WAR file. This WAR file stores in GitHub itself, or it won't store
No,
anywhere actually. Once build is successful, it will directly push to app server.
yeah. So Maven stores WAR file into Nexus repo. So in live application, directly that will push to the application server. In non-live application, what will happen? So Maven, once convert into WAR file, that WAR file will be pushed to the Nexus repo, not in GitHub. There is a one more repository, Nexus repo. So WAR file, jar file, ER files we store in the Nexus repo, which is a uh, yeah, artifact repository tool. So Git is a repository tool, but artifacts we cannot store on the GitHub. So in live application, directly push to the application server. In non-live application, we can store WAR files into the Nexus repo. Whenever we have release, by the time we can push to the application server and we can deploy onto application server. You understand, right?
Yes, I remember the Nexus tool. Yeah.
Right. Nexus is a artifactory repository tool. Whatever artifacts generated by Maven, that will be pushed to the Nexus. We can store on Nexus repo. So whenever we have release, by the time we can push that WAR files to application server and we can deploy on the application server. Fine.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Fine. So here, yeah, along with this, we have advanced tools also, which are, see here, Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. So along with this CI/CD process, will build and release process, we have Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. So these are the fully automated tools. So currently we are not using Puppet. Puppet is outdated completely. Chef, we are using only 10% of the project teams. They are using Chef. Most of the project team they are using Ansible. What is Ansible? What Ansible will do? How can we automate activities using Ansible? Let's try to understand quickly. Okay. For example, we have Java application I want to deploy onto 1,000 servers. I have, yeah, install Java on 1,000 servers. I want to install Java on 1,000 servers. Okay. So these are the manual servers, not in automation. We are not using any scripting. Okay. So I want to install Java on 1,000 servers manually. Okay. So if you want to install Java on 1,000 servers, okay, manually. So what we have to do first? What the first step we perform? First, we need to connect servers, right? So 1,000 servers we need to connect, right? Servers by using username and also password. We need to connect servers, right? So after that, we need to log in servers, right? Login servers, right? Right? Yeah. By using username, password, we need to log in the servers. If you want to connect servers by using RDP, remote desktop connection, or PuTTY, right? PuTTY is the interface to connect Linux servers. So to connect servers, Windows servers, we use RDP, remote desktop. To connect Linux server, we use the PuTTY. So once we connect the server, we need to log into the servers by using username, password. Once we log into the servers, check Java installed or not. We need to check the Java package is installed or not. So after that, if the Java is not installed, we need to install Java, right? So once we install Java, we need to set environment variables, right? This is very important. Once we install the Java or any package, we need to set the environment variables. So finally, we need to reboot server, right? So these are the steps we need to follow to deploy the Java, right? So every manual servers normally we prepare like this. We install Java like this. So why we require reboot? Reboot or restart both are same, right? So once we reboot the server, the changes will be reflected, right? Yeah. for example, 2 to 3 years experience guy, 2 to 3 years experience guy. So how much he will take to perform this activity? Java deployment on single server, for example, one server. Java deployment on one server, how much he will take? For example, 2 to 3 years experience guy to deploy the Java on one server, how much time he will take? Maybe 30 minutes. If the person is expert, he may take 15 minutes. 15 minutes, right? So let us say 10 minutes only. Let us say 10 minutes only. 10 into 1000 servers are there. So 10,000 minutes it will take to deploy the Java. On 1000 servers, it takes 10,000 minutes. 10,000 minutes, right? Each server can take 10 minutes. 10 into 1000 servers, 10,000 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So in real-time projects, whenever we get request, right? So yeah, every request is having some SLA. In real-time projects, we are going to work on tickets, right? We are working on tickets. Tickets are request, right? So we have different ticketing systems are available: ServiceNow, Jira, BMC, Remedy. These are the ticketing systems, right? Ticketing tools. So once we receive the ticket, every ticket is having some SLA. What is SLA, anyone? What is SLA, anyone? Real time, guys. Every ticket is having SLA, right? So when we receive any ticket, every ticket is having SLA. So what is SLA, anyone? It is a,
The agreement between user and the business owner, the timeline to solve the tickets.
yeah, it is a service level agreement. What is service level agreement? What is service level agreement? It is a timeline, right? Yeah. So when we talk about SLA, yeah, so we have different types of SLAs available: P1, P2, P3, P4. So P1, priority one is having 1 hour SLA. Priority one ticket is having 1 hour SLA. Within 1 hour, that issue should be resolved, right? So P2 ticket is having, yeah, 4 hours SLA. Within 4 hours, the issue should be resolved, right? So P3 ticket is having 24 hours SLA. So P4 ticket is having 48 hours SLA. So as per the SLA, the issue should be resolved. So otherwise, what will happen? If the issue is not resolved within the SLA, within the timeline, what will happen? Anyone? That will be escalated to next level, right? That will be escalated to management. So that is why within the time frame, within the SLA, the ticket should be closed. Otherwise, that will be escalated to next level, right? If the issue is escalated to next level, what will happen? So if the issue is escalated to next level, what will happen? Anyone? Real time guess. So for example, we miss the SLA, unable to resolve the issue within the 1 hour or within the 4 hours. The
Penalty.
issue is escalated to next level. So
Penalty.
definitely, yeah, that will be impact to our KPI. What is KPI? Anyone? Key performance indicators. Our performance will be degraded. Definitely, that will impact our performance. Okay, that is why within the SLA the ticket should be closed. So if you are performing manual way, manual activities, definitely the SLA will be breached. The SLA will be crossed, right? So because manual activities, definitely it will take some time. So if you want to deploy Java on 1000 servers, it takes 10,000 minutes. Definitely SLA will be breached. SLA will be crossed. That is why, so to avoid all these things, to avoid these issues, we are using automation tools. We are using automation tools. What are those? Which are Ansible, very important tool, which is Ansible, Chef, and also currently we are not using Puppet. So Puppet is completely outdated. So Chef also, very few project teams they are using Chef. Most of the project teams they are using Ansible. Okay. So now same activity by using Ansible, how can we perform this activity by using automation tool Ansible? Let's try to understand. For example, this is my Ansible server. Okay. Yeah, I have 1,000 servers are available, which are development, QA, and production servers. I have 1,000 servers are available here. So on 1,000 servers, I want to deploy the Java by using Ansible. So I have development servers. I have 300 servers. Quality assurance QA servers. I have 300 servers, and prod servers. I have 400 servers. So on this 1,000 servers, I want to deploy Java using Ansible. How can we deploy? So if you want to deploy Java, very first thing we need to configure Ansible, right? So after that, we need to authenticate from Ansible to development, QA, and production servers. So authentication is required. In Ansible, we use the SSH authentication, secure shell authentication. Okay. Yeah. So which is the key-based authentication? Key-based authentication. Key-based means we generate one public key on Ansible that we can add into the development QA production. Once we add that public key, so Ansible start authenticating with the target servers, development QA production, right? So after that, we need to prepare one inventory groups. Inventory groups. So we have 1,000 servers are there. So we need to prepare three types of inventories, three different inventories, right? So here we have development servers. We can add here all the development server IP address. We can add here. What is inventory? Anyone? Inventory is a server information, server IPs. QA servers. We need to prepare one inventory, and also prod servers. We can prepare one inventory. For all the servers, we can prepare the inventory. Inventory means server information. So why we require three types of inventories? We can prepare only one inventory also, right? So why we require three types of inventories here? Because, for example, so development servers required Java. Only Java required for development servers. So if you prepare only one inventory, if you trigger the Ansible, if you trigger the Ansible automation activity, so Java will be installed on all the servers. But my requirement here is I want to deploy Java on only development servers. That is why you can segregate like this, different inventories. Okay. So when you trigger the playbooks I'll explain. So don't confuse here. So once you prepare the inventory, after that we prepare playbooks. Playbooks. Playbooks are simple scripts. Simple scripts. Okay, which is YAML, YML or YAML scripts. Very simple scripts, user-friendly scripts. Simple scripts. For example, if you want to deploy Java on 1,000 servers, what the JavaScript I'll show you. Java simple playbook, not JavaScript. Okay, so YAML script. YAML script. We don't need to worry about Java. No need to learn any Java here. See here, YAML script. I'm talking about YAML script. See here, YAML Ansible playbook example. See here. This is the YAML script. To deploy the Java on 1,000 servers, this is on the Java playbook. Java YAML script. See here. This is the playbook. So install Java 1.7. Okay. So here, yeah. So these three lines are common for every playbook. Three hyphens, hyphen host, all host are development host, or QA host, or UAT host, whatever you want to give, you can give. Only development servers I want to deploy the Java. So tasks, which task you are going to perform? Install Java. So these three lines are common for every playbook, not required here. You can remove this. So this is for our understanding. Java installation. Okay, Java 1.7. This also I can remove. This is the actual playbook to deploy the Java. This is only the playbook. m colon name equal to java -1.7.0 -openjdk space state equal to present. So by using this small script, we can deploy Java on 1,000 servers. This is YAML script, not JavaScript, YAML script. Okay. So very simple scripts are available. So that scripts we can get from Ansible only. We don't need to prepare our own. We can get from Ansible. We can customize as per the requirement. We can execute. Fine. Yeah. Once we prepare the scripts, after that we can connect. Connect. So where you want to deploy Java. So I want to deploy onto development servers. You can trigger the development. You can run the playbook. If you want to deploy onto all servers, you can give all and trigger the playbook. Once we trigger the playbook, Java will be installed on all servers within 1 minute. So within 1 minute, you can deploy Java on n number of servers. Not only 1,000, even 10,000 servers also, we can deploy Java within a minute. So if you perform manual way, it takes 10,000 minutes. But when we use the automation tool, Ansible, within a minute, we can perform the Java on all servers. You understanding, right, everyone? By using Ansible, we can deploy Java on 1,000 servers within a minute. Right? Yeah. So here there is an interview question, very important question. Okay. Yeah. So interviewer asks you, I have 1,000 servers available in my development environment. So in which 500 servers already Java is available. 500 servers already Java is available. So other 500 servers I want to deploy the Java. How can you deploy the Java? Okay. And also here they ask you, so if I want to deploy Java, why should I go with Ansible? I can use shell scripts also. Why we require Ansible? They ask you, right? Yes, you can use shell scripts also, but there is a difference here, which is idempotency. This is the term which is very important. Idempotency. What is idempotency? So whatever the activity already performed, that will not be re-performed by Ansible. For example, 500 servers are Java already available. So I want to deploy Java on other 500 servers. I selected 1,000 servers. So when I select 1,000 servers, so if I am using shell scripts to deploy the Java, whatever Java already available on 500 servers, that will be removed first. Java, what it will do? It will remove the existing Java. So Java team already working on Java application. The Java is removed, what will happen? Some disturbance will be happen, right? So that is why. So shell scripts are also fine, but shell scripts, what it will do? It will remove the existing version, will redeploy. So what Ansible will do, whatever the servers already Java is available, that will not be disturbed by Ansible. Ansible tell you this server is already having Java, right? So whatever servers are not deployed Java, that will be deployed by Ansible, which is idempotency, which is interview question, which is very important question. So every interview, most of the interviews I observe this question. Okay. So when I take the interviews, I ask this question. When I attend so many times, I attend the interviews. Okay, by the time I observe this question. Okay, yeah. Idempotency is yeah. So repeated jobs, repeated activities. Ansible find out and it will tell you it is already there. Right? Clear it, everyone? Any questions up to here? Anyone? Anyone having any questions up to here?
Hi Ram, yes. So you mean to say this Ansible has some special feature to check the Java is existing in all dev regions or not before executing the before installing the software, is it? It
Exactly,
will check
exactly.
the
Not
so
only Java,
mm,
any package, if it is already exists, it will tell you clearly it is already there.
it will check the version also, is it? So say Java 1.7 we are trying
Yes.
to install, okay? But in my development region I have a Java 1.2. So it will just upgrade, is it? Or it will delete
Upgrade is yes.
the
Understand.
1.2 and then
Yes, understand your question. So upgradation is different. Upgradation is different. First time installation is different. Okay. So if you want to upgrade from 1.7 to 1.8, that is a there is a other script for the upgradation. There is another script. Okay. Yeah. So upgradation is different. Fresh installation is different. Right. Clear it,
Okay,
Mahendra,
and
I
this,
think.
yes, yes, yes. And then my second question, right? Can we do the rollback? Let's say I
Yes.
deployed 1.7. Now I want to uninstall 1.7 in all 300 servers development. Can I do that?
Yes. So here, the same script we use here. The same script we use to uninstall the Java from all servers in place of present. We can give absent. Absent. To uninstall Java on all servers, we use the absent. In place of present, you can give absent to uninstall the Java. It's very simple, very easier. By using
Okay, Ram.
Ansible,
This,
we
yeah,
can operate.
yeah. Should we learn YAML
Very simple
scriptings
way. No
or
need to learn specially. No need to learn specially the scripts. Okay. So all the scripts are available inside of the Ansible only that we can take and we can customize and we can reuse whenever needed. So in our sessions, I give you examples. So many examples. You can practice that. Whatever scripts you required, you can log in into Ansible. You can take the scripts and you can reuse. That will show you how to get the scripts. Fine.
yes, Ram?
Yeah. So any questions others? Anyone having any other questions? So Ansible is very easier to learn. Okay, very simple way you can learn the Ansible. See here, this is the same example. Whatever I explained here, it is available. This is the Ansible architecture. While working on Ansible, I explain about this. Okay, architecture stage wise, we discuss about this. So Ansible deployment. Okay, so we can integrate Ansible with the Jenkins also if required. So in the Arnation, if required, Ansible, if they want to, for example, client asks you to integrate Ansible with the Jenkins, you can easily integrate by installing plugin. So Jenkins trigger the job to Ansible. Ansible go and deploy the application on Tomcat. Okay, fine. So in our course, we are going to work on AWS Cloud, Linux, right? AWS nearly 45 services will be covered in our course. So very will go very deep dive, right? So like VPC, EC2, storage, networking, monitoring, right? Databases, Route 53, right? And elastic load balancing, right? These are all 45 services will be covered in AWS. Will go very deep dive. So even Linux also will go, 3 to 4 days will work on Linux. Whatever the commands, whatever the concepts required for a DevOps engineer, those will be covered in Linux. We are not Linux admins, okay? So whatever the concepts, whatever the commands required for a DevOps and cloud engineer, those will be covered, okay? And Git and GitHub repository tools. So Git and GitHub will take nearly 1 week. Okay, so Jenkins is a CI/CD tool. It will take nearly 8 to 9 days. Maven will go deep dive. Ansible will go very deep dive, and Docker Kubernetes also will go very deep dive. Right. So currently, every organization, every project in they are using Kubernetes. Kubernetes is very hot in the market. So Docker Kubernetes will go very deep dive. And Terraform is a infrastructure automation tool, which is very important tool, right? So it's also very will go very deep dive. And Apache Tomcat is the application server. Shell scripting also will be covered in our course, right? And Grafana Prometheus, these tools, monitoring tools, okay, which are very important. SonarQube, which is a code review tool. So every tool will go very deep dive, and 3 live projects will be covered in our course. Along with that, small projects, nearly 10 projects will be covered. Small projects. Live projects 3, small projects 10 projects will be covered. Okay. So yeah, these are the Linux concepts which we are going to discuss in our sessions. This will take nearly 4 days nearly. So Linux will be covered 4 days. Okay. So yeah, these are the tools which are very important tools, right? So we are going to learn all these tools, but we don't use all the tools in real-time projects. So at least 2 or 3 tools maximum we use in real-time projects. So all the tools we don't use. Project to project. So one of my ex-colleague is working with TCS. They're using Jenkins and Kubernetes. One of my friend is working with Wipro currently. They're using Ansible only Ansible AWS. Okay. So one of my friend is working with Assenger. They are using only Terraform with AWS. 1 or 2 tools only we use maximum. If you learn all these tools, you can fit with any project, right? So Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, these 4 tools are very core tools. If you are good in at least one tool, like Kubernetes or Docker or Ansible or Terraform, you can easily crack the interview. You can easily get into the project. So if you, but project to project requirements, okay? So if you learn all the tools, you can fit with any project, right? So yeah, support, what kind of support we provide? Daily recordings will be provided, FAQs, frequently asked questions. So soft copy material provided, right? And sample projects also will explain projects, okay? And resume support, I prepare your resume, I provide you sample resumes, I prepare your resume. Technical support while practicing. So every batch is having one WhatsApp group. Every batch is having WhatsApp group. Okay. While practicing, if you face any issues, you can take the screenshot and post into the group. I give you solution. You can ask me in the class also, right? I give you solution. So mock interviews, every week we conduct mock interviews. Once completed the AWS, mock interviews will be started. Okay. So every week, tool wise, once completed the Git also, we have mock interview. Once completed the Jenkins also, we'll conduct one mock interview, right? So even certification support, if you want to clear the certification, AWS certification, or Kubernetes, or Azure, or whatever, right? You can reach out to me. I'll help you to, I'll guide you how to clear the exam. I'll guide you how to clear the exam. Okay. And the placement assistance. So not assurance, assistance we provide you. Okay. So how can we crack the interview? How can we get into the project? We refer some companies also. So daily we are posting jobs. Daily we are posting the jobs in WhatsApp groups. I'll show you. Every batch is having WhatsApp group, right? See here. These are the batches, 9 batch, 89 batch. See here. Yeah, these are the different batches available. So every day, our backend team, they're posting jobs here. See here, openings. Every day, our backend team, see here, 24th, 25th, Thursday, even, yeah, see here. These are all job openings. See here, freshers and experienced guys. Every day, they're posting the jobs. See here, hiring DevOps freshers and experience. Click on more. See here, every day we are posting the jobs on groups. See, this many jobs every day. So 70, 50 old batches. These are old batches. Okay. So these are the old batches. So once complete the course, we post into the batches. Okay. Once complete the Kubernetes, we start posting jobs on previous groups. These are all previous groups here. 85 batch, 84 batch, 88 batch, 89 batch, like this. See, these are all jobs. Okay. Yeah. So every batch is having one WhatsApp group. In that, we will add into WhatsApp group. And while practicing, if you have any questions, if you have any challenges, you can take the screenshot and post in the group. Okay. Yeah. So placement assistance means we provide you assistance to crack the interview to get into the project. Okay. Yeah. So these are the mobile numbers. This is my mobile number. You can take down everyone. So 964221111 is my mobile number. So this is the institute number. You can take down both the numbers. You can send a message to this number. I have attended first demo, so that our people provide you recording session and documents, course content. You can send a message to this number, first number, so that our backend team provide you recording session, today's recording session, and document, and also they provide you course content. So the people who are joined online today, so can you share your WhatsApp number and email address in the chat? Everyone, can you provide your WhatsApp number and email address in the chat? My mobile number already shared with you, right? 96422111711. So this is my number. You can take down everyone. So trainers, they never give their personal numbers, but from Harsha Trainings, we give our numbers to everyone. So my students, every student is having my number. I have only one number, which is 96422111711. It's my personal number. So everyone is having this number. Okay. You can take down this number. You can provide your number here in the chart. So everyone, can you provide your number here? Can you ping me your WhatsApp number, email address in the chat? Go to meeting chat. Yeah. So you can take down my number. So these are the numbers, institute number and my number. You can send message to the first number. I have attended first demo, so that they provide you demo recording, today's recording, and course content. So they provide you some supporting documents also, right? Fine. So any questions, anyone? So anyone having any questions, you can ask me now. Yeah. So tomorrow we are going to work on cloud introduction. What is cloud? Why cloud? Why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure? Why they are migrating their applications to cloud? What are the advantages? What is the cost saving? What are the job market? What are the jobs available in the market? We'll see tomorrow. Okay. So cloud and DevOps jobs. What are the jobs available? So definitely I'll show you tomorrow. Okay. Fine. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions you can ask me. I gave you unmute option, right? So if you have any questions, you can ask me, or else you can wind up the session today. So tomorrow same meeting link will work. Okay, online guys, you can use the same meeting link tomorrow. Okay. So if you have any questions, if you want to talk to me, you can reach out to me to this number. You can call me on this number, WhatsApp me on this number. Fine. Yeah. So we can wind up here. Thank you all.